All right. Hey. Um, let's see what happens here as we go live for the first time. And so, what I'm going to do now is I'm trying to venture on and see, um, kind of what's going on here. All right. Now with me going live and everything. All right. So with me live, um, I kind of want to get a gander. Oh, okay, there it is. To see if this shows up. And I know right now, not too many people are subscribed to the channel that because the
I
news
know.
that I'm going to be putting out is going to be what's up, Terrell? The news that I'm putting out is going to be basically kind of private news. What happened to my? Oh damn. Okay, so the news that I'm putting out is going to kind of be private news. Not even kind of be. It is going to be kind of private news. This is not going to be for everybody, right? Because one of the things I felt like I had to do was to realize that we shouldn't be sharing all the goodies with everybody anymore. And that is because you got a lot of so-called black agents that's working on the hands of supremacy. The so-called white supremacy we speak of. You got a lot of black people working on that behalf. All right. Um, I would dare argue, and rightfully so, that we live in a white supremacist system within the United States. It was built on that. It was built on slavery, capitalism. Understand this: capitalism, as it is in the United States, is nothing but white supremacy. All right. And the reason why white people and people, the reason why we think that the United States has the best court system and the best legal system is because we were trained to think that, not because it is true. All right. So I want y'all to let that sink in right now. We only believe the United States court system and everything, legal system is the best because that's what we were taught. That's what we were trained to believe, just like a lot of the white people. That's what they were trained to believe. It isn't true. They just were trained to believe it. All right. And if here's the thing, scripture says that we are not to bear false witness against anyone. And hold on. If here's so scripture says that we are not to bear false witness if you're a righteous person, right? And if you look at a lot of the stuff that's going on right now, and people people really didn't understand what I was talking about when I was referring to Trump, right? I wasn't looking at him as a supporter that was going to go vote for him because, of course, I don't vote, right? But what I was trying to do is to get you to see the mentality of the people as they weaponize the judicial system against a dude that was a former president simply because they don't like him. All right. So understand this. The same way they don't like him, they don't like us as Afro men. Now, what does this have to do with Colombia? It has to do. It has a lot to do with our escape route because of the people that are angered by anything. And the people that are angered by anything will go to destroy every monicum of happiness and peace that the Afro man comes up with. Okay? And so basically, let me do this. Get this message out to a couple more brothers. I'm going to show y'all some stuff that's been going on, right? And I'm going to show you how wicked the system is. And the thing is, I don't give a damn anymore about so-called black people, not the community or anything, because it is dead, and it is dead for this reason. We do not look for, let me not say we, let me not even say we. The BP don't even look for truth in anything. They look for somebody that has gotten popular and then follow them. And that person that has gotten popular can even lie. Understand this. The person that's gotten popular can lie with impunity and never be questioned. They can lie with impunity and never be questioned. All right. And so here we are at this precipice where if you are an Afro man, you need to concentrate on who's lying on us. All right. You need to concentrate on who is lying on us. All right. And hold on. Put David. Hold on for a second. Let me find this brother. There he is. Okay, he got it. Okay. And so when we look at these things, right? When we look at these things and we're looking at the lies that are going forth, right? We look at people that will watch good people waste away and then follow bad people because they become popular. But this thing just isn't happening in the United States, right? One of the things that I looked at is here in Colombia, brothers, I would recommend that brothers not travel to Colombia. I wouldn't go to two places. I would not travel to Cartagena and I would stay out of Medellin. All right. And the reason for this is this, that our desire, our innate desire is to go and try to get and unite with the Afro people of wherever we go. That is our innate desire, right? That is the desire we want to do. We want to go and unite with the Afro people, right? We want to unite with the Afro females, the Afro this, the Afro that, right? But the thing is, a lot of these Afro people Oh, I forgot him. A lot of these Afro people are looking to destroy. Hey, what's up? Shalom, brother. Zimalud, what's up, man? A lot of the Afro people outside of the United States are looking to extort from the Afro man. And where are they learning this from? The BW inside the United States. All right. They're learning this from the BW inside the United States. And understand this. And this is the thing that really turned my gut here in the United States. Hey, what's up, young boy 24? Here's the thing that turned my gut in the United States, where I said, if you're going to come to, don't go somewhere other than Colombia, especially Cartagena, especially Cartagena, right? And that is because in Cartagena, all right, there's the normal spot. I'm gonna just say this. There's the normal spot you go to, right? And the walled city. You go inside the walled city, and almost anything goes, right? Now, with what I've learned is outside the walled city, you have a lot of the Afro Colombians um, walking the streets, not late at night, like during the day. And so when they walk up to you, you think they want to get to know you, but no. I was extorted by the police and a black woman, a black Colombian woman. Now, when they say, I often warned you about these women, especially when they look like they have some of the ways of the black woman in the United States, right? And so one of the dudes said, "Oh, you thought the grass was greener on the other side. It is, right?" And so he looked at this incident because I got for like $35, and this is how it happened. This 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 woman, all right, this woman used. I want y'all to understand this. This woman, the black Colombianos were working in conjunction with the motorcycle police, right? And so we had a conversation. It looked like the next day we were going to go out on a date, and so as she was leaving, she was like, "Pay me for my time." And I was like, "What? Just to talk to you?" Where you see that mentality before? That they want money just to talk to them. That's the black woman. That's how they treat us. The same black woman will go up to a Caucasian man and give him everything, part her feet and everything for that man. And he could be fat, short, out of shape and stuff. They don't care. He got white skin. All right. We're saying what it is, right? And so I don't let nobody come up and talk to me anymore. Nobody. I don't give anything out anymore. I will not be bringing any more soccer balls to Cartagena for the community. Now I might look out for the people that have been kind, because in Kung Fu you have the thing, treat kindness with kindness. Okay? And remember I was talking about the Afro Brazilians, how they disrespect good Afro men, they disrespect their own Afro men, and this is the thing. And when we talk about slavery and the impact of it, and the conditioning and the things that was taught to the black woman and her desire to follow the will of the Caucasian man, this is what we're talking about. This is what supremacy is. When they teach these mothers to teach the daughters. Understand what I'm saying? When they teach the mothers, when they go after the mothers to teach the daughters. And we see this in a place, all right? We see this in a place. Let's go to Ezekiel real quick. I'm going to show y'all something real quick. All right. And there we go. And here we go. Okay, here we go. All right, so they're talking about the women. All right, here we go. Ezekiel 16:38. All right, I want y'all to get this understanding. See what this does. Oh, you got to hit it twice to go to YouTube. Oh, you got to hit it twice to go to YouTube. Oh, you got to hit it twice to go to YouTube. All right. All right. I just wanted to see what you got to do. All right. So as we deal with this, right? If you look at it, Ezekiel 38, 16 and 38. All right. He says, I will judge thee as women that break wedlock and shed blood are judged. And I will give thee blood and fury and jealousy. I will also give thee into their hands, and they shall throw down thy eminent places, shall break down the high places, their clothes, take the fair jewels, leave thee naked and bare. I shall bring up a company against thee, and shall stone thee with stones, and thrust thee through with their swords. And they shall burn thine houses, execute judgment on thee in the sight of many women. And I will cause thee to cease from playing the harlot, and thou shalt give no hire any more. All right. And so this is the whole black community playing the harlot for money. All right. In hip hop and everything we've created. All right. The whole culture, we allow people to sell us out for money. And now that they got money, they are controlled by the money and those who give the money to them. All right. Now, because thou hast not remembered the days of thy youth, but has fretted me in all these things, behold, therefore I will recompense thy way upon thine head. All right, let me go here. All right, because you have not remembered me in your youth, but troubled me with this, I shall also bring up your ways upon your head. Now, here's the thing: what is the Most High's way? The Most High's way is the commandments, and we threw them away. We allowed the BW to allow the other culture that is contrary to Scripture into the home to destroy the children. We'll get into that in a minute. All right, and shall I not do this? Thought for all your abominations. See, all who have proverbs shall proverb against you, like mother, like daughter. See, all who use proverbs shall use this proverb against you, like mother, like daughter. We talk about the sins of the father, right? But that has never been the problem of the Afro community. It is when you allow the women to do their heart's desire and seek the evil and become harlots. All right. You are your mother's daughter who despises her husband and her children. Let me read that again. You are your mother's daughter who despises her husband and her children. Did y'all catch that? The mother's daughter who despises her husband and children. And what do we have now? We have a bunch of black women. I want y'all to understand this. We have a bunch of black women who despise the man and the child. All right? I want y'all to understand this. We have a bunch of black women who despises the man and the child. And I wanted y'all to see this so that you understand what we're talking about. And then we're going to just start breaking this down. All right. So we are walking in the ways of the so-called black woman who's the so-called head of the community, but she's not. Is really the righteous men. But the community she's leading is not the community of the righteous because she has left the righteous men and decided to be wicked. Understand this. So the community that she's leaving, I want y'all to understand this. See who else popped in. The community that the B Dub is leaving is not our community. Let's see who else popped in here. Terrell. Okay. Hey, what's up, Daniel? The community that this woman is in charge of is her own rebellious nature community. All right. The community that the B Dub is in charge of is the community of rebellion that she made for herself. That community has nothing to do with us. All skin folk ain't kin folk. Ain't that what we always say? All skin folk ain't kin folk. Hold on for a second. Okay, there we go. Videos. All skin folk ain't kin folk. And that's what we say, right? Oh, I hate this new system. All right, so let's look at this real quick. Hold on. Let me find it. I'm trying to think of how many things I put up here today. All right, so All right. So let's look at this. Let's look at this. All right. All skinfolk and kinfolk, right? So let's go back to here. All right, let's go back and pull this up. One moment, y'all. Bam, I'm back. All right. So all skinfolk and kinfolk, right? So let's start breaking some stuff down. All right, hold on. All right. This is coming from a sister, right? But is it too little, too late?
That women can't be players, and they can't. I will never go back on that. Women can't be players. And
all right, catch this now. She says she always said that women can't be players, but listen to what she's saying. All right, and a lot of things is starting to make sense in the commandment when the Most High tells us that certain things is supposed to be eliminated from the community, like as if they committed murder or unaliving or however you want to say it. It's there's a reason for it, and then there's a reason for women staying close to purity, only getting with her only after a long-term relationships. So the women that are dating, they're nothing more than what this woman is about to explain. Listen real quick.
so I always say that women can't be players, and they can't. I will never go back on that. Women can't be players. And a woman sleeping with multiple men is still a train. Now, we're used to trains that the express trains, meaning it's one stop after the next, one man after the next. But even if that train have layovers, it's still a train. You might take a day or two in between men, but it's still a train, baby. It's just a train.
Did y'all get that? It's still a train. It is still a train, y'all.
All
All right. What she was saying is still a train. It's just a train with layovers. It's a train with layovers. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. It's still a train. It's just a train with layovers, right? And so when we talk about the B-dub, all right, when we talk about the B-dub, we have to have this same mentality across the lands of where we go. All right, we have to understand that this is a herd mentality across all of the places where the Afro people were enslaved. See, because with chattel slavery taught, unlike the Irish, unlike indentured servitude, with chattel slavery taught, they instilled in the BW that the Afro man is worthless, that you are above him, right? We will give you the money, even though he's a harder worker and even though he managed the money better. And for that reason, we will give you the money because we know you'll spend it on yourself. You will have nothing to show for it, and your child will still end up in the prison system. All right, where we can still have that slave labor. All right, this is what it really is. This is what it really is. All right, and so it's still a train that's being run. It's just a train with layovers, right? Because they're not getting in relationships, and it's getting to the point where nobody wants a relationship with them. And the reason being is even here in Colombia, and it's only them. Y'all know that when I've had serious relationships, it has not been with an Afro Colombiana. Okay, my serious relationships have all been with Venezuelans, not even Colombian women, but Venezuelans. Like the one by the pool, like during the pandemic. All right, that woman was a Venezuelan. And I started to notice this, right? And so certain groups of women love us, right? But the closer they are to the people that persecuted Afro people, the more that these are going to be the women that were, and the more they want to identify with the persecutors of people, the more that they want to identify with those that cause the wickedness, the more they want to not get into that history kind of sort of and understand the wickedness that it was, then you will get what you get, right? And so they were Venezuelan, right? And so this is something, the culture of the United States, the negative culture of the United States was being spread way of the Afro Latina, Afro, and I'm saying that still here. All right, I'm saying that here with even the Afro people who are the good ones in the hotel, working in the hotels, trying to protect me from the wickedness that's going on outside of the hotel. Okay, now where I'm staying at, I'm real cool with the people here to the point where I have access to the kitchen myself to cook if I want it. Because I'm cool with the manager here. Because of a kung fu principle, treat kindness with kindness. They were kind to me, so I was kind to them. Then they were kinder to me, then I was kinder to them. Right? And then we end up being genuine friends. All right. And so this is what it is. And so basically, this is what's going on. Oh, but it's worse than this. Hold on. They've been bamboozled. And judgment is coming, and they don't even see how the judgment is coming. All right. Hold on. Let's look at something else. All right. Hold on. Let's look at this. Look like. Pay attention to this, y'all. This is what's befalling.
However, unfortunately, I think the way in which OnlyFans is often
All right. This is the data on the women. Because understand this. When we talking about that choo-choo train, when we talk about the choo-choo train, we're talking about choo-choo train with layovers. That's what this woman said, and I agree. It's a choo-choo train with layovers because they don't get into relationships. They get run through. They're riding the carousel, right? And so, yeah, I agree. It's a train. They're getting a train run over them with layovers. right? Now, listen to this. I didn't know, understand this about OnlyFans, but there's the idea that these women, they're calling themselves ballers because the 12%, the 1%, well, here, let me let this lady explain it.
And I don't have any issue with adults doing what they want, entering sex work. However, unfortunately, I think the way in which OnlyFans is often discussed in public makes it out to be this quick get rich scheme. It reeks of a pyramid scheme. And oftentimes young girls find themselves following this fool's gold rush and not really understanding the consequences of it. So here's some information that I feel like young girls should arm themselves with. The average registered OnlyFans creator makes only $180 a month. That's the average. So we're not discussing in that, obviously.
Do you hear what the average OnlyFans worker make? And somebody went and did some research because they were like, oh, I'm gonna prove her wrong. And they did prove her wrong. It's not 180, it's $187 a month. The average OnlyFans, they destroy their outlook, they destroy their future, they destroy everything for $187 a month. And that's the average. Hold on, she's not done.
But that is the average. Making about $2,500 a month puts you in the top 1%, which adds up to $15 an hour, which is the same or less than McDonald's pays. So oftentimes,
you understand that? So they're making as much as they would get at McDonald's if you're getting paid $15 an hour, but you still have the stigma of everything, and people are going to look at you as a female that gets trains run on them with layovers. Hey, what's up, Mr. Pirate Brain? All right. So you're going to look like the females that get run on them, right? And now let me say this. All right. The intimacy that I had with the Venezuelan, the ones that stayed with me and we went out and stuff like that, right? There's no other better way to say this. That even when you have a BW, I'm not saying just a black woman in the United States. I'm saying period. As a girlfriend, they don't know how to treat or please a man whatsoever. That's the real reason they're losing to everyone else. All right. They don't know how to treat a man, and that's because they have no respect. Right? It is their whole outlook is to use a man. And this is something I found out here. Every bit of difficult when dealing with the Afro Colombianos, I've had nothing but difficulty. All right. And I'm going to just speak honest. But y'all see, me and the Venezuelan woman, man, we was happy as a lark. And then this trip, I met another woman, but she was from Venezuela. Right? And so all the women that really showed me respect and love and intimacy, they were all Venezuelan. Now, in my attempts to get with the Afro-Cuban women, the one that I really liked, it seemed like we liked each other. I don't know fully yet, but apparently she was married. And she's still telling me she wasn't, but I don't know. So understand the mess. So because I don't know, I don't mess with none of them. Okay, Colombia is a no-go right now, and I'm gonna explain why in a minute. And it has to do with a lot of the BWs that are down here now, along with the simps. And you can tell the simps, right? And I'm gonna tell you how you can tell. The passport pookies, all right, there's a difference, right? First of all, they're down here, they only come down for vacation. They come down to destroy and splurge money and then leave. They come down to mess up the relationship between men and women, and I'll tell you how they do that in a minute, and then leave. They have no respect for anything. right? And they come down as groups, both them and the B-dubs. Passport bros that go and we may meet up at a group at a famous place, but passport bros come down as a single unit, right? Emmanuel, we're going to talk about that. I'm going to bring you on, and when I get through with this, I got two more things to go. All right, and so this is the thing, right? And so there's this mentality that's going across um, the Latino thing and America. Here is the difference: the Latino women is a go for the brother, especially when you're looking for a relationship. Especially when you're looking for a relationship, it's a go for the brethren, right? So understand this: the Latino women are a go for the brethren, a definite go. All right, and so that's the thing, right? Now the thing is, all the BWs have jumped on, and here in Colombia, it's really in certain places like in Cartagena, Medellin, everybody is on a hustle. It's on everybody seems like right now more so than ever before. You got a lot of women on this hustle, and a lot of dudes can easily get set up, right? Because honestly, we're not going to recognize if they're out there walking the street, they don't do it the same way they do in the United States. So they'll walk up to you just like a woman that's interested in you, and you're thinking she's it. No, right? And don't talk, brothers, unless you get stuff, you run a risk to talk to them. All right, you run a risk to talk to them. And I am starting to understand why, right? So what's been happening, especially with school being out and everything like that, you had a lot of simps and stuff come down here and just toss money around. All right. And so what they've done is they made the economy bad, that market economy bad for the regular Colombian guys. So everybody is on a hustle to try to get as much money out of the Americans as possible. All right, from the taxi drivers to the Uber, they're doing all kind of tricks and stuff like that. And if it wasn't for the friends that I've made, I wouldn't even think of coming down here anymore. And I'm even kind of despite that. Now they could ask me to come and I will, right? But it's not worth it anymore. And that's because you have these dudes and these females. And so I was going to the store today and I seen a group of black females. And I was like, okay, everybody's coming down here to mess this place up the way they messed up the America. All right. And you got to know that this group of people are not the conservative people. These are the same Democrat people that will support a dude that's a pedo, that got all kind of stuff. And this is the other thing. There is no justice. If you think justice is alive in the United States, right, you should be concerned about what they're doing to Trump. And you should be more concerned by the people that's happy that they're doing it. Because that means, understand what this means. That means don't say people will persecute you and they will use the court system and everything else to block you from speech. The LG alphabet are blocking Afro men on TikTok. TikTok is allowing black women to say that they will unalive Afro men, but they will block Afro men that comment about it. So on TikTok, you have an attack on Afro men. On TikTok, yes. right? And dude said, no, they're okay because they're allowing us to put up this information. But if you really look at the information TikTok will allow, they only allow things that support a distorted so-called liberal point of view, which isn't really liberal. It's controlled by wickedness. That's what all I say. The things that we would scripturally call wickedness, if you are a part of that consortium, that's who they allow. All right. And basically that's that. So TikTok, if somebody said let's ban TikTok, I'm all for that, right? Because they're not about free speech, right? They will allow people they will allow Black women to actually talk about the unaliving or the deletion of Afro men and allow them to have 72,000 views and stuff like that. Even if it's reported, they will okay it. But if an LGBT person get in their feelings about actual data that's the truth about them, all right, they will shut it down. All right, I've often said this. So when I'm handing out these soccer balls, this is what I notice. And it's the same, right? That there is more of a community in Brazil. When I take these soccer balls and hand them out in the community, as a matter of fact, I just got a call from the barber shop. You know, the people that give me the shirts, that gave me the shirts as gifts, right? All right. And so they need some more soccer balls. Now, here's the thing. I could take one soccer ball per family in Brazil and they'll be cool with it. You'll have people understanding that there's not a lot of people here in Colombia. And this is the other thing that really upset me about this place. You'll have one family try to take 5 soccer balls for each one of their children, knowing that another family won't get any if they take 5. And I have to really talk with them and stuff like that. And y'all know some of the problems I had with some of the sisters. I said, you need to share. Yes, 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 yes. Emmanuel Dart. Yes, yes, yes. All right. And so here it's a hustle, hustle, selfish mentality. All right. And I just, all right. The last straw was the sister from one of Palenqueros, right? That's married, right? But wanted to get all heated, hot, and bothered. And we didn't cross any line, but she was trying to get hot. And we have a mutual friend, and our mutual friend was like, Casa, ella tiene casa. She's married, right? And so there's that. And so everybody's on this hustle, and it's the same type of hustle that the BW on. Only the BW's hustle is OnlyFans because that's the only legal way. Or they be out here running games and using the police to come fleece you. Now, listen to this. So,
These young girls find themselves, entering sex work thinking that it's going to be financially, beneficial for them. And they end up making less than a fast food worker, but they still take on the entire stigma of being involved in sex work and oftentimes can't find employment afterwards. So my only issue is people doing these things without having, themselves armed.
Right. So they're not armed with the truth. Right. But they're armed with greed. All right. So these women are armed with greed. And this is why they're getting caught up. They're in there with greed. Now, I'm gonna do this for those that have something to add, because we're going to go further into a lot of things to help prepare, and we're going to discuss options All right. So for those of you that have traveled and know something about another area, you come in there. But I got one more clip, right? Ebony, and some of y'all might want to y'all might remember the Ebony K. Williams thing, right? When she went and talked to a bus driver and stuff like that, a single mom and stuff. And remember, all of these people that's making this money have made this money off of destroying the Afro community in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
She's a fucking goofy. She's a fucking goofy. She's the op. She's an opposition. I said it when she came out with the whole bus driver thing.
That she is Ebony Williams.
I already saw right through it, and here she goes, proving me correct. This is the same bitch that says she's too good to date a bus driver, but you're not too good to be a single mom. How fucking sad? Like, just think about the logic.
Facts.
You're too good to have a man in the house because of his occupation, even though you a boss bitch, you got all this money. So that really shouldn't even be an issue if money not an issue, right? So he could be the best dad in the fucking world, but you make a little more money, but you're too good for that. You rather your kid suffer and grow up without a fucking father, not even have a chance at one. You're choosing to remove the father from him for your own selfish reasons. Not only that, you a fucking op because you didn't say all women. You didn't say, hey, women, y'all should start. Bitch, you said black women. This is why I said I think she's paid opposition, because why are you only directing it towards the black community if this is how you feel about women? No, bitch, you said black women. You a fucking op. Not only that, let's look up some statistics of kids from single mother homes, how they turn out. Effects of fatherlessness. 63% of all youth suicides come from single mother homes. 70% of all teen pregnancies, single mother homes. 71% of all adolescent chemical substance abusers, single mother homes. 80% of all prison inmates, single mother homes. 90% of all homeless and runaway kids come from single mother homes. Children brought up in single mother homes, 5 times more likely to commit suicide, 9 times more likely to drop out of high school, 10 times more likely to abuse chemical substances, 14 more times more likely to commit rape, 20 times more likely to end up in prison, 32 times more likely to run away from home. Over 30% of families led by single mothers are living in poverty compared to 16% of families led by single dads. 85% of homeless families are single mother families. 50% are below the poverty line, and their children are 6 times more likely to end up in poverty. So as you can see, every negative aspect that you possibly can garnish in life is a result of a single mother home. Then when you go look at the statistics of when the father's in the home, this shit's almost non-existent. Even to the point where the mother's out of the picture and it's only the father. The statistics come out about the same as that kid getting raised with 2 parents, with just the father. So that lets you know the major key is the dad. Eliminating the dad is complete destruction. And the fact that you would promote that to the black community is fucking insane to me. I don't understand it. She's a fucking op, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
So realistically, everything that the statistics that you read are true, but let's just call a thing a thing. What she's saying is not nothing different from what's being pushed, the agenda. It's an agenda.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
Because being
Here's the thing, and this is why I'm not going to let this woman, because she's going to speak the BS. Oh, it's an agenda. It's an agenda. The agenda would not have worked had black women not joined the agenda. Let me repeat that again. The agenda would not have worked had black women not joined the agenda. All right. The only reason why the agenda is so effective is that the ABW joined in. Here's the thing. I want y'all to understand this. When he was reading off all those things, right? And he said a single father raising the children is just as good statistically as a mother and father. All right. Black women, there's no way in hell they can say it's an agenda. They're the ones that took the men to court. They're the ones that decided we don't need no man. They're the ones that decided to sleep with thugs only. They're the ones that decided that the 9 to 5 guy is a lame. The only women in America, let's say the only women in the world that look at a not working 9 to 5 man, they're the only women that call a working 9 to 5 man, if he's Afro, a lame, but they'll get a white guy that he's not 6 figures. They'll get a white guy that's not 6 feet. They'll get a white guy that don't have a 6 pack. All right. And here's the thing. That's a choice. You can blame the Caucasians for the systems of crookedness, but you can't blame them for the conscious personal choice of the woman that want to look like she's somebody in front of other black women. Understand this. They're not trying to impress the brothers. They're trying to impress other black women. All right. And so basically, when you look at this was always the case. And the betrayal of these women started in the 60s. All right. In the 60s, when all manner of brothers that were standing up to the system were being traded and infiltrated by Sambos and the BW. Right. And then they spread this toxicity across the world. All right. Only now hold it. Hold it. Wait. Let me pull something up. Some things that are going on in Jamaica. All right. All right. Some things that's going on in Jamaica. All right. I want y'all to peep this real quick. All right. I want y'all to peep this. I got 2 more things to show you, and then we're going to kick some other stuff, right? Oh, y'all got to see this.
How horrible modern American
Yeah, they
women
will come to
are.
Jamaica.
She says they
Then
treat
go to
men
a
like
reference
shit.
with them. Find good people, good boy pitney. Take them come a friend and treat them like a shit. You can't go talk too hard in your own in the house. We can't feed them house. You understand? Them control everything what you do. The paycheck have to go in for them account. Because the account will then go have a go joint account because you're married to her. You understand what I'm saying? Be careful of them. You understand? There is some wicked people. Me not tell a lie. Some foreign woman them wicked, them wicked, them wicked, them wicked. You understand? That same woman that you first meet, she's gonna change. She's gonna change on you. You're not gonna have no friend. Probably the only friend you're gonna have a fair friend them. You understand? If you talk too hard, she gonna throw you out. You understand? She throw you out or she body up. Because I remember them woman that strap, especially in America. They treat you like shit. You understand what I'm saying? So before you think about you have friend woman, always think.
So she's saying that Jamaican man, be careful when dealing with the American women. Now, understand the difference here. The black women in America are trying to falsely bear false witness against the Afro man to have him persecuted and possibly unalive for daring, I want y'all to understand this, for daring to get a passport and leaving them alone. Right? I want you to understand the difference. The American black women have went and called the American Afro man that decided to get a passport and go somewhere where he's appreciated a pedo, saying he's going to trick. So what? He's going to do all kind of stuff that's evil, wicked, and this, that, and the other. She's lied, misrepresented him. The black American woman said that we Afro men are dusty, criminals. Every racist thing that the Triple K has said about Afro men, the black woman from America has tried to reinforce in video after video on YouTube. We've been putting them up, Facebook, Instagram, and especially on TikTok. The black woman has talked about deleting us on all these apps, right? And they're still up. The evidence is up there. There is still up. So that's what the black woman did to us. What this Jamaican woman is saying is, Jamaican brothers, watch your back when dealing with the black woman. Because the same dirty way that she treats the Afro man in America, she will treat you. Understand this. This woman came over. She didn't say, "Oh, Jamaican men are dusty for wanting to go to America. They ain't got no money. Oh, they just want to trick." No, they didn't do all of this. Hold on, because it's deeper for what the black woman do.
Yeah. Do you really want to marry this woman to go to America? You understand? Because 90% of them foreigner no mean no good. And I always think, why would they want to come to Jamaica to find a husband to marry? Man that they are foreign big, foreign have enough man and woman over here. You understand? Sometimes you can travel and find love, You can really fall in love, but it's very rare. You understand? It's very rare. You understand? Trust me, some woman them can't find no man a foreign. No man no want them because remember them born a foreign, go school and everything. So how come them can't find no man a foreign for married?
Understand what she's saying. Why are the American women coming to Jamaica to find a man? And she's saying nobody don't want them because they're mean. Nobody wants them. So they can't find no man. So they go to Jamaica. All right. To give Jamaican men a green card. The same lies. The same thing. And understand this. So the black woman said, "Oh, you just want to go they're after your green card." Oh, the B dubs, oh, we're gonna get into something. So the green card thing, black women are saying to Africans, "Please come and get us, we will get you a green card. Come be with us, we will get you a green card."
You understand? They come and them trick you. When they go and find they realize everything when them attack. No.
They come and they trick there. This is what she's saying about the black American woman. They come and they trick there.
No go say they no way. Them not really live no way. Them also not really all that. Do you understand what I say? You have to think and let everything this not goal either. There are some bag of lie. I've known friends. Yeah, I've known friends who them pack up them things in a black bag and fling them out in a coal. You understand what I say? Them take with them passport. You understand? Them threaten them, so them go revoke everything where them put up in a home office. We sort them out, then go revoke it. And said marriage broken down and all them something. Some
All right.
things, some people boy picking go through and a woman alone go through it in a foreign. Me have some friends sometimes, me sorry for them. You understand? So no feel no way on the bridge and they're fine and him can't send no money and them something there. Them can't even send money go to Jamaica without saying it to them blood cleat wife. You understand? Them no control them paycheck or nothing. Them can't send money to their mother, them pitney without saying it to her. A matter of fact, him have to tell her if he send money go give mommy because him that will have access to your account.
Okay. So she's running everything down. So for you, those of you that don't really understand what she's saying, all right, they won't give him access to the account, right? They only want, hold up, what's this down here? They only want to use the Jamaican men, right? They that they're going to treat them with disrespect and dishonor because that's how they treat the Afro men. And then she said they only come down there and trick. This isn't me. This is this Jamaican woman trying to warn the Jamaican men about the ABW. All right. This is what's basically going on. Hold on for a second. Okay, I'm just getting rid of my ex. She popped up in here. All right. So, oh, that was oh. All right. And so that Kelly that popped up in here, that was my ex. That was, remember, I met her. She lives in Medellin. I met her like long before I met the woman from Venezuela. And I got rid of her because of the game she played, right? Only the game she played will cost you money, right? And I don't even want her around me. All right. And we talk about people that'll cause you to hate them. There's that. All right. And so, yeah, I don't want, I not only do I did not, and that's how bad it is. I want y'all to understand something. That's how bad it is. Like I go down to Colombia and you know, I want something different. And it's only the Afro Colombians that have taken on the wicked ways of, and this makes me think it's a deeply spiritual thing that's going on here. All right. This is a deeply spiritual thing that's going on here. All right, that these BAW have been forcing the supremacist agenda. Yeah, that's a long time. Regular time is 90 days. It shouldn't take 90 days to get a passport. And the hospital stuff has gotten messed up. The VA is messed up. Everything is messed up under this administration. But it won't stop because the people that that approve of this everything being messed up, they like it because they're on this team, and they don't care about other people's lives, right? Now, if you want to travel, I would get your passport now, right? I would get your passport now, right? And so, and here's the thing. And so the Afro man is prospering, and the BW isn't making the money that she thinks she's making, because she's not. If she got a bachelor's degree, she's $11,000 in debt. Her net worth is minus $11,000. It's zero to $5 under any other situation, unless she has a degree and she's way older. Let that sink in. And so you got way less than 1% that's six-figure of Black women. And remember, they're given that money by Caucasian men and Caucasian men's corporations. And remember, Goldman and Sachs was going to give billions of dollars to Black women only. Why? Because they wanted to further see the destruction of the Afro community and family, and knew that if they just gave the money to them, they would gladly continue to try to destroy the Afro men. So why would they promote the woman over the man, and then turn around and get worried that they're losing the Caucasian men? So they make the laws, okay, we're going to change the divorce laws, and we're going to change the child support laws and the birth control laws, because they're not having a lot. So all the wickedness they meant to destroy us is also destroying them. Okay? And so so what's up, Mr. Pirate Brain? All right, and so let me put this up. I'm going to show you. This is interesting. This is going to be quite interesting. Oh, wow. Hold on.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I didn't realize you put me up.
Yeah, I was going to let you add your thing before. I was looking for one more thing.
What I was going to say, and you kind of covered it, is the BAW is going all over the world now. When she saw that they had Passport Bros, she created the movement Passport Sisters, and they are traveling around the world. They just had a video where they married went to Africa and married some women. So what they're doing is they're going around the world passing this ideology and showing the hate for us, but yet and still they can go to Africa and marry a guy that ain't making no money.
Exactly. But hey, they're going to have to deal with that.
Well, they're going to bring them to the States, and then that African man's going to be their slave.
And that's going to be short-lived. And the African man is going to divorce them and get all their money. What's been done to us what's been done to us is going to turn around and be done to them.
Yeah. I believe it.
Right. And so this is what's happening. Hold on, let me see something right here.
Go ahead.
But hold on. There was something I was looking for. Candace. Okay, then this might be here. Hold on for a second. Let me see how I have this. But in any case, hold on. In any case, what they're trying to do is copy the men. In everything that they do, they're trying to compete with the men. But men just don't give a damn anymore. The Afro men don't give a damn. And the more they do, the more wicked we see them as.
Right. But what they're doing though is they're doing it, and now because where you were at, the Afro women weren't acting like that until these Afro American women started traveling.
Right.
Same thing in Brazil. They weren't acting this way, but they started traveling and then talking shit about us.
Right.
So those Afro women said, well, heck, we can get in on this bandwagon too.
But here's the thing, it's going to backfire so bad for them.
Yeah.
Hold on for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see what happened here. I didn't get it. But anyway, yeah, so basically, what's happening is that a lot of this stuff is going to backfire on them.
Yeah.
All right. And it's going to backfire on them because, one, brothers are tired, right?
Right.
If we avoid them, and I'm gonna just admit this. Had I decided to leave them alone, I wouldn't have gotten. First, I wouldn't have lost money. All right. I wouldn't have wasted money. And just by not dealing with the and we're not even just talking about the ones in the United States. We're talking about period.
Right.
Okay. Just by not dealing with them, period. Right. I would not have lost money or anything.
Right.
All right. I would not have lost peace. And this woman, all right, she pops into my YouTube to this live. Kelly popped into my live, right? And so I just deleted her, right? And that's because she plays really sick games, and I'm not down for all the BS she come with. All right, you wanted I left you alone because you was playing some stupid games, and you played the stupid game, so you won.
You can't make this shit up, people.
You played the stupid game, and so you won stupid prizes.
Yeah. And she think you're gonna be stupid enough to continue playing games with her.
And I'm not. Right. And she and she messed it up. She messed up.
Video, even though it was actually a true story.
She messed everything up. Because I really like this woman, but she messed it up.
Yeah.
All right.
What it is they do stuff and don't think about the consequences.
Right. And so she was pretending to be some other woman, and she does it a lot, right? And really, I don't give a damn because I don't talk to you no more. And so this is the mess. And look, brother, only these black women are doing this, and this is what I'm noticing, right? And I was like, man, why does it have to be that way?
There's no use to questioning why it is. It just is, and we wind up forgiving them and saying, well, this one won't be that way, and it's just not true.
It's not true.
They all are like that. Because even when you hear cats with YouTube channels saying, well, not all the women, it's like, come on, man, stop it. When you gonna learn? They all are that way. They've all been infected with the whole virus.
And we just hate to admit it.
Right.
We hate to admit that they are this way.
Yeah.
And so it is what it is,
I'm
right?
sorry that
And
I'm not sure.
that's okay. We all know who you are. Hold on for a second. Yeah. We all know who you are. But I mean, and that's the key.
Yeah.
The key is that we sit here, we see it, right?
Right.
But we
My take on it. She's a fucking goofy. She's a fucking goofy. She's the opposition. I said it when she.
All right, hold on. And so basically, one of the things I wanted to play, for some reason, it's not letting me play it. Okay. For some reason, it's not letting me play it. So let me see if I can do it this way. Man, a lot of things have been just really messed up. Let me see if I can do it this way. All right. And so hold on for a second. All right, let me see if I could do. Let me see if I can do it this way. All right. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, yeah, I called it straight out the B-Dub's mouth.
Mm.
Let's see if I can get it here. For some reason, I want y'all to hear this. And so basically, what happened is these women went down to Jamaica, right?
Well, you talk about the straw mat women. There
Yeah.
was. Oh yeah, yeah. I saw that video. I believe.
All right.
You can't make this shit up, people. You can't
Hold
make
on.
this shit up.
Well, ladies, if you didn't like the video about how Stella got her groove back,
Can you hear it? Can y'all hear that?
sex
Yep.
tourist video, even though it was actually a true story, Terry McMillan actually did that. Here's one for you so you can see it in living color. A Western woman in Jamaica telling men to eat her thing to get a green card. Sex tourism at its finest.
Get me out of Jamaica because he said they don't eat see, and his lady don't respect him if he want him to eat. Ziggy Marley, that's why you paddling alone, because you're not eating. You rather stay here to eat. Why do you don't want a green card? Eat
Do you hear that?
get a green card.
Yeah.
Eat some. Yeah, milk it now. Eat some. I can't on that. Let it call security. Let it call security because they don't eat no.
Sex tourism is so funny when it happens to men. Everything's so funny when it happens to men. That's right. Sex tourism at its finest. She thinks it's funny, and you guys out there probably think it's funny.
All right. So y'all heard it, right? Did I get
And
it?
see, men can't report that.
Huh?
Men can't report that because if they report it, they say so. They don't look at it as like sexual abuse.
Right. And so that's because of a and so here's the thing. That's because of a 1994 law. Okay. And what happened in this 1994 law is this, that and this is why I said ops, right? In the 1994 laws, add to string. What's up? What's up, Kev? All right. In the 1994 law, what happened is, let me put it up now. I got it. I ended up having it. In the 1994 law, what happened is, in cases of a domestic abuse, they only decided to look for the man, even if the woman starts, if the woman was the abuser. Why? Because you could put him in jail and make money off of him, and they get paid every time they persecute a man. They get paid. Bottom line. All right.
Wow.
And so that's why. And like I said, when I say there's no justice in the United States,
Well,
there
ladies,
is
if
no
you
justice.
didn't like the video about how Stella got a groove back and Terry McMillan sex tourist video, even though it was actually a true story, Terry McMillan actually did that. Here's one for you so you can see it in living color. A Western woman in Jamaica telling men to eat her thing to get a green card. Sex tourism at its finest.
Like I said, everything they tried to accuse us of, that's what they're guilty of. That's what they've been doing. All right. That's why they can fix their mouth to accuse. With all the lies that they tell on the Afro men are stuff that they're truthfully doing, only we weren't aware of. And so when they call you names, when the BW in the United States call you name, they're doing it. When the BW anywhere call you name, they're doing it. The same stank attitude that I got from the BW in the United States, I got from the Afro Brazilians, who was trying to mimic off of the BW in the United States. I told y'all about that, right? The same way, the same talk, the same talking points. And remember, a lot of black women were going down there and feminizing them, right? And now brothers go down there, they'll get the lighter Brazilian ones, like a
Right.
Mimi, but ain't nobody talking to the Afro Brazilian, right? Brothers are leaving them alone. When we first started this movement back in 2013, 14, 15, 16, right? The brothers was posting and strong for the Afro Brazilian. But as the Olympics, when the Olympics and the World Cup went down there, it really effed those women up. And so they got this feminist stuff, and now they're ruined.
It's
Right?
dangerous to even say hi to them.
Right. Well, Brazil, you can say hi because everybody, you're just want to be polite, but they don't want to get with you. They want to get with the Caucasian. Right. And so that's cool, but that's okay. There's enough women to go around there. There's enough women. You got to get out of the mindset that it has to be. And that's where they got us. We are so brainwashed that it has to be a B-dub, that they get to run roughshod and do anything that they want because no one will ever hold them accountable. And dudes won't separate from them is because they are that brainwashed that no matter what wickedness they do to us, they'll still go and be around them. Hold
Get me
on.
out of Jamaica because he said they don't eat pussy and his lady don't respect her if you want him to eat. Ziggy Marley, that's why you paddling alone. Paddling alone.
All right, now notice how she called him Ziggy Marley. So the next thing they do is they try to belittle them by calling them out of their name, right?
Yeah.
All because hold on, all because he don't want to do what she want him to do with her coochie.
Now they can't file sexual abuse in Jamaica.
I don't know, but here, listen to the rest.
Paddling alone. Cause you're not eating. You rather stay here to eat. Why then you don't want a green card?
Well, you don't want a green card. You rather stay here than, all right, you don't want a green card. So listen to what she's saying. She's saying we're going someplace because those women want a green card. But okay, I didn't understand that because a man is a provider of green card. These women are trying to be a provider to men.
Eat something till you get a green card. Eat something till you're a millionaire. Eat some. Look, they done call security on us. They done call security. They done call security because they don't eat no.
Understand this. It got so bad that they called security on the black women. I want y'all to understand what's going on here. They called security on the black women. You heard it. They done called security on us. These women are harassing these dudes so bad to get them to eat their stuff that these dudes felt threatened enough to call security on them. All right, and it's a group of them. Let that sink in.
Sex tourism is so funny when it happens to men.
Right? And he's right. So they blame men for a lot of stuff because they keep thinking that their stuff isn't on record. All right. So, hey, whoever that was that popped in, pop right back in. All right. So that's basically it, right? So now go ahead, add what you were going to add. That was the main one of the main videos I wanted to show. Go ahead. So what were you saying?
Yeah, they're traveling around the world. Black women, they decided since we're traveling.
Stop you real quick. I had to read this. Look, you see it? They're infected by the COVID-19.
Yeah, they are.
Oh Lord, the COVID virus. We're gonna have to use that one. Okay, that's a new one. And understand, it's Youngboy 24 that came up with that. Man. Okay. Oh Lord.
Youngboy 24 coined that term.
And Youngboy 24 coined this term. COVID virus, COVID-19.
Yeah, and they've been traveling the world passing it on.
We should call it COVID 304 though, virus. But anyway,
yeah, that's a good one. COVID 304.
Okay, so go ahead. What were you saying?
Yeah, they traveling around the world passing the COVID 304 virus, and all of the black women are susceptible to it.
Yes, and that seems to be the point, right? And that's why all these women are, and when you think about it, you got a group of women from the United States that's going to travel around the world to destroy other people's culture by destroying other people's women. And the only women that they're going to target is the Afro women of these cultures.
Right.
And I want y'all to understand this. But here's the catch. The brothers are waking up and they said, if you poison the well, we're just not going to drink from the well at all. So there's plenty of women that's not going. And here's the thing. It is the Afro women. It is the Afro women who decide to jump on that bandwagon. They're going to suffer, but it's their own fault because nobody told them to jump on that bandwagon.
Well, what they don't realize what they're doing is they're pretty much.
No,
I'm gonna tell you the part they don't realize they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing, but they don't realize that they're changing the Afro race for good because black men are gonna sleep with any other kind of woman that they can, and black women are gonna wind up alone because don't no other race of men want them.
Nobody. And for this very reason. All right, that they are anybody that's destructive to their own community, and white people will look at it as they're destructive to their own community, their own people. And so I keep telling you about movies where white people deal with traitors. They'll use the traitors, and then what happened in every movie to the traitor?
They discard them.
They off the traitor.
Right.
You know, they off the traitor, and so what happens is they will use the BW, finance them and everything, give them good jobs so that they can go and destroy BWs around the world. But even they're going to be sad at that. It's because as they destroy the BWs around the world, it always seeps back into, remember the crack epidemic that they put into the Afro community, and who got hooked?
Exactly.
All right, and now it's the opioids. And who's hooked more on that? Every manner of destruction that they mean for us don't just start and end with Afro people.
And the opioid epidemic got them way more than it got us.
Exactly. But and so they're changing the narratives and saying, "Oh, it's an illness, but for us, it's a crime." All right, no, okay, whatever, whatnot. But here's the thing: just because they put the stuff out there, don't mean we have to buy into it.
Right.
And that's
right.
Scripture says we separate from that, know what evil is, and then stay away from it. But the reason why we suffer is not because they came up with the plan. It was because we just, instead of struggling to do what was good and right for ourselves, we decided to take the easy route of evil out, and we suffer for it.
Right. Exactly.
And so basically that's that. We suffer for it. And so and it's like the woman that came into my life, Kelly, right? She came in. I was like, no, I told you, I don't want nothing to do with you. Period. Ever in life.
She figured she was gonna slip on in there real quick. And what did she think she was gonna do?
No, she likes to come and listen, right? But she's listening to listen up to see what I'm doing, where I'm, and so.
But how did you know she was there?
Huh?
How did you know she was?
That was my ex, so I know when she pop in there.
Right. But you only know if she types something.
Well, when she pops in, I can see her name.
Oh, okay. I thought you had to type something in the.
She came into the thing, right? And so here's the other problem with them. No matter what evil they do to you, they think I'm gonna just pop in because I got a body, or he was attracted to me, and he's gonna let it slide by. He'll forgive it. And when I tell you I'm done with you, I mean I'm done, all the way done. I'm not trying to holler at you.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you look good, but I'm not hollering at you. Right? I'm done. I'm done. Right? And so, and when I say I'm done with you like that, I mean I'm really done.
Yeah.
Right? So, and because of the stuff I experienced from them, the BW, the Afro Colombia, I'm not bringing in no more crap here. No more stuff here. I'm gonna take it to Brazil still, because I could take stuff into the community, and it goes to y'all see how them children are when I show up there.
Right. They're nice kids.
And they're kind of like that here, but it's just that the females play too many games. They're too slick. All right, the black women here are too slick in a way that the rest of the Colombian women are not.
Right.
And that's disappointing. That is very disappointing to me. I thought they would be better than that. I thought, come on, let's come together. But no, you can't.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
And so that's basically it. And so because of all these trick schemes and stuff like that, nah, I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, what it is once they get that COVID fever, there's nothing you can do with them. You know?
All we gotta do, yeah, exactly. There's no vaccine for the COVID fever.
Yeah.
They get it. Once they get it, they got to get rid of it on their own, right? And
Yeah.
so yeah, so that's basically
And
it.
I don't think they can get rid of it in their lifetime. That's the problem. I don't think they
Why?
can.
Because their lust for attention, their vanity, and their greed is so exponentially insatiable that they don't want to give things up to be a righteous woman.
Right. I'll give you an example. Take Black China. She went to the church and she got saved. She took out the BBL. She took not wearing as much makeup. She went on Fox News, and when she went on Fox News, she looked different, but she still had all this eyeshadow and stuff on, and she was talking about why she had to change, but she just being a chameleon. You can't trust her after all the dirt she did.
Hold on. Understand this. And so this is the problem with the church. And this is why the church has been the enemy of Afro people by way of the Black woman. They told the Black woman that you can do whatever hell you want to do. And then you could come to church. And if you come to church, give us 10%, you could become a virgin again, a spiritual one.
Wash away your sins.
Hold on. And they made being a spiritual virgin higher than being a physical virgin, which scripturally, that's not sound.
Right.
That's not sound scripturally, right? Because that virgin is a covenant thing, right? And so you have no more covenant once you gave it to the first thug years ago while you was on a pole, right? You don't have it anymore. But the church has told these women that they do, right? And born again virgin. Yep. The church has told these women that they do. And so they run with that.
And she's also, look, did she apologize to Rob Kardashian for taking advantage of him? Did she take him off child support? What did she do to repent for her sins?
Oh, none of that. And the church don't require it. You know why they don't require it? Because they're getting 10%.
Exactly.
All right. Okay. And so, and that's basically it. They're getting that 10%. And so this is the thing, right? The thing here is that these women are lost. They ain't trying to be found. And ain't there's nothing you could say or do about it. Because
yeah,
it is
and
that
there's nothing you could do. She's a single mother of 2 children. You know, she's done.
Right. I don't even know what she looked like. I haven't seen. Hold on. Let's see. Because I'm curious as to, because I haven't seen her without her stuff.
She was on Fox News. You might be able to pull that video up.
Hold it. It is what's her name? Black China.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, she was on OnlyFans.
She's going by a real name now.
What name is she?
You know what? I don't even know her real name. You might have to look up Black China Fox News.
Okay, we're gonna pull up the images here. All right, and So hold on, wait. Let me see which one I'm gonna pull up. She still wear tons of makeup.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
She has to. All right, she has to because she's been wearing caked up makeup for so long, right? That even with the eyebrows and stuff like that. Hold on, let me see.
Maybe if you put it.
I found it. I found it. So I'm gonna pull them up real quick and let y'all see.
You could play the Fox News video.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull up the Fox News video. So she had all the injections and everything taken out. All right, I'm gonna put this up here real quick. Hold on, let me see something. Yeah, I thought that was it. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna pull up a few Facebook book page pictures and stuff like that. All right, so she took all the silicone out and she has nothing.
Yeah. She's a flatback now.
Okay, let me see. All right, so let's go here. And she still wearing all the wigs and stuff.
Yeah.
And she's going to have to wear the makeup, right? And the reason why she's going to have to wear the makeup is all right, let me put it up here, y'all. I got it. Just put this up here for quickness sake. All right, and a lot of the stuff though, a lot of the stuff is not going to matter anyway.
Yeah, I mean, and you can tell she's still clout chasing because the first thing she does is go on Fox News and announce it. You know, if she was really serious, she would just fade into oblivion.
Right. So let's pull this up real quick. So let's go here. All right. And she didn't take everything out.
You mean the top part?
Yeah, she didn't take everything out. And she left certain things in because of the image thing. Right? And so basically vanity is going to have you think she took a lot of stuff out, but she didn't, because the thing is, yeah, they think celibacy is a thing, right? But
They
it
think
really
it's
isn't.
re-virginizing.
Yeah. She took out some of her implants, right? Not all of them, right? And so and this is the thing. One of the things that the come to Jesus moment is always after they've been worn out and people are like, you know what? I'm not messing with that worn out mess. Then they're like, oh, let me come to Jesus now.
Right.
Right. And they don't fix anything and stuff like that. She wants to keep all that money and stuff. She wants to do news shows. And so she didn't keep quiet. She's trying to turn over a new public leaf because the old one is not going to be viable because she got old.
Right.
And the surgeries aren't working. So now she came to Jesus, and so with her coming to Jesus, right? Now she gets to play the church circuit, the Fox circuit. And even Fox is going to go away because they got rid of Tucker Carlson.
Right.
And Tucker Carlson admitted his bias towards Afro people and tried to fix it. All right. Which gained him Afro fans. See, because Afro men are like this. All right. We know who you are, but once you figure out who you are, and then you try to make amends and take some steps towards it, we are forgiving people, right? Once we know you're genuine. All right. But once he became genuinely for everybody, understanding the history, like a lot of the history about the accomplishments of Afro people came from him on Fox. And he was shocked as he was telling it, right? And the more he discussed us, the more he was like, well, wait a minute, these people did this, that, and the other. And then this is what we did to them in turn. And he was like, wow, they had these accomplishments. Then they had to get rid of them. Right?
Oh, that's why they got rid of him?
Oh, dude was letting all the cats out the bag. Yeah, that's why they got. I kept telling people, I was watching because I used to not be able to stand that dude. Right? But I was watching, I was like, this dude is learning. Because he was trying to be a serious journalist, right?
His show on Twitter is not that bad.
Exactly. Exactly. And he's out doing all media on Twitter, right?
Yeah, they're going to call him back. They're going to call him back because they lost a lot of money.
No, and he ain't going back. Look at what he's doing on Twitter. He don't need Fox. And other news places are trying to offer him a job as far as running things, right? And so, yeah, he ain't going back to Fox. I wouldn't go back to Fox. He's fine right where he is, outdoing Fox in one day. Outdoing Fox, right? People was waiting to hear what he had to say because everybody know that the country is effed up. Everybody know that the justice system is crooked as hell. Everybody know that there is no justice in the United States. If you're a man, there is no justice, right? And so this lack of justice is a culmination of a bunch of things. But we got to do the one thing that the Most High told us to do, and that is to separate from all of that stuff and be a party unto ourselves. All right. We are to separate from that and be a party unto ourselves as good Afro men. Right? They're pushing these agenda on children, homeschool. Right? And again, as a group, I will help brothers with homeschooling. Because I used to be a teacher. So I
just don't think
them.
it's possible to do that in the United States. It's just not possible.
Do what? To do what?
to completely separate from them.
Yes, it is possible.
I mean,
You
if you're
got
going
to.
to homeschool, you got to deal with the BAW.
Oh, no, no. You do it. You do it homeschool. Remember, I homeschooled already when I was raising the girls. I homeschooled right after I got out of the army and had that time. And
Right, but
in the
I
middle,
remember how some of that
black women,
turned.
yeah. But here's the thing: if I don't deal with them, if I don't have them around me at all, children will prosper. Period. The only ones that you have around you, the ones that you know love children, or it's their children, and they get some benefit and notoriety out of their children performing, right?
Yeah.
You don't have is the friends, the church ladies, and stuff like that. No, they're enemies to. What do you mean you're not going to put them in the state-run school? And then yeah was behind a couple of grades, and my homeschooling brought her up to her right grade and brought the other one ahead of her grade. And people was like, oh, well, no, y'all was clowning me, calling me all kind of names, um, talking about calling the police on me. Yeah, black people from the church, black women from the church for homeschooling, which is legal to do in Texas. And then when they found out they were doing that well, Lara, no, F you. All right. And so that's what happened with all of that. But anyway, so brethren, all right, we are on our own. All right. And as y'all have seen through all of this, there is no justice that exists in the United States. Right?
Nope.
The United States have become worse than Russia and China being run by the Democrats right now, because they are openly using a legal system to persecute a dude because he's running for president, and the world is starting to see that he was right about everything. And one of the things that surprised me, there was a video that I had up. I'll probably use it for another live, but it's people around the world in support of Trump, having marches for Trump, because everybody sees the railroad job that the Democrats are doing to Trump, right? And the only people that don't see the wickedness in what is being done are people here in
also, they
in
see that Trump avoided that war because the war broke out because of what Biden was doing.
Exactly. And so a lot of people, the United States is now seen in a bad light. The media is seen as nothing but liars. And that's the other reason why Tucker Carlson wouldn't go back to Fox. Tucker Carlson got a name for himself. Whether you like him or don't, he's like Trump. Whether you like him or don't, you have to admit that they shoot from the hip. You cannot like Trump. Well, a lot of things people accuse him of saying he didn't say, right? They never watch everything in context. But when you say he has a mouth and he shoots from the hip, he shoots from the hip.
Yeah.
And you cannot like it or like it, but he's shooting from the hip. And again, brothers like him because they might not like all his policies. They like the fact that he's like straight, like it is what it is.
Right.
You know, and so and basically Dave Chappelle even was waking up to it, and he like, I get it.
Did he say something recently?
No, I was talking about the one where he was talking about when he went up against Hillary, and he was telling everybody what was actually going on in government. And he said, yeah, I'm using it to make all this money.
Oh, yeah, that was at the very beginning.
But other people are just starting to wake up to the dude was trying to tell us the truth the whole time. He said, yeah, the system is crooked as hell. All right.
Yeah.
And I know he's making it crooked and I'm trying to fix it. And he was literally trying to fix it because of his ego. And people didn't understand that.
Yeah.
People didn't understand that his ego is such that if he thinks he could fix something, he's going to fix it because his ego will not allow him not to try.
Yeah.
Because he's a builder. He's a builder of he's a builder of name. He's a builder. He's not a paper pusher. He's a deal maker with he's a deal maker. He's not a politician.
Right.
He's a
right.
deal maker that goes with the Teamsters and Guido, Sarducci, in every country. He had anywhere you have a hotel and you made okay, you know how to deal with people in all walks of life. All right, to keep things running. All right, you know how to come back from a failure. You know you're going to fail in some of the things that the dude knows all of that, right? And then he knew the secrets and stuff, and people didn't understand. He was trying to tell us, and some of the times we miss the messengers that the Most High will use about wickedness because we can't see when they're waking up from their sleep as a part of the system. And because they have certain principles, like Tucker Carlson, whatever he may be, he was a principled person. He was a principled conservative. And so when conservatives didn't toe the principles of conservatism, he called them out. Right? And so you can not like the conservative platform, which I didn't like, right? But I admire the person that calls out when they called out Newt Gingrich when he raised those taxes. He said we don't, and they called him out and pulled it, and they voted him out of office. That's what made me have respect for them. I still wasn't going to be a part of their crew, but I can respect that. They said we stand for these principles. It's always been the Democrat people that never stood for anything but winning. What is your principle? We want to beat the conservatives. But
Lindsey Graham is a snake too. They need to get rid of him.
Didn't I say that? I said Lindsey Graham is a snake, and Mitch McConnell is him. And Mitch was. I kept saying it. Lindsey. I kept saying people. All the stuff that I said about them politicians. Lindsey Graham is a snake. Mitch McConnell is a snake, and people was like looking at. I said those are your worst Republicans.
Yeah.
I was like, I said the leaders of the Senate and stuff, and so the government is messed up, and none of it can be trusted.
Yeah, you're right.
Court, not the Supreme Court. None of it. The Supreme Court cannot be trusted with all Democrats. Can't be trusted with all Republicans, and can't be trusted. Period.
But I don't think they're going to be able to convict Trump at the end. They're doing all of this circus and everything to try to foil his candidacy, but they don't want to convict him because if they do, the next time that a Republican is in power, it's going to slap them in the face.
But here's the thing: I think people are gearing up for war, and I mean a hot one.
Yeah.
In the United States, because they see enemies, they see enemy combatants that came across the borders. They don't see
Well, do you think they're going to do a war, a black and white war?
Oh no, it wouldn't be a black and white war.
Because every time they get pissed off about something, they attack us.
Hold on. And this is what you're missing. So one of the things about TikTok that you started to learn is a lot of white people are starting to realize that black people was used as a tool against them, and they're having their come to Jesus moment and understand that the government is corrupt because
well, why do they take down our videos off of TikTok?
Because they're not the ones taking them down. The white people are not the ones taking down and blocking us on TikTok.
Who's taking them down?
The black people, black Democrats, and the LGBTQRSTUV.
So black people are in control of TikTok.
So black people. So here's the thing. TikTok is working by way of algorithm. People at TikTok don't take you down or report you. Other people report you. What TikTok does is allow, if you're a black content creator that's a black male, TikTok allows that report to stick. All right,
yeah, but at the end of the day, white hands are on that. Why are they allowing it if they don't look at us?
Hands are on it. And you could kind of say no hands are on it. Because it's not like you're reporting it, you're reporting it to an algorithm, and right away they'll tell you stay down. It's Chinese hands that's on it. They're promoting the narrative and they're getting rid of I mean, come on now. We've known that. All right, but here's the thing.
So why don't the white man, I hate to say it in those terms, but why don't he just go ahead and ban TikTok and quit playing? They keep acting like they want to ban it, but they don't act.
Because it suits the Democrats and their people. If they ban TikTok, right? The people that want to ban TikTok, if they ban TikTok, they also stop this movement, the LG movement, and the permeating of that movement in all of everyone's society that use TikTok. To the Africans, but the Africans ain't playing. They're like, F you. All right. Don't bring that.
You mean in Africa?
In Africa and India.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so this is AI, but AI has been programmed by the Chinese, and how it works is people report people.
Right.
Like they do in China. And then once they report you, TikTok will make it, their AI is programmed to make it stick on Afro males and stuff. And if you report a female, it just don't go through. If you report the LGBTQRS for being hateful, it don't go through. Even though the 64 bill was to protect Afro men, not Caucasian men. And let's be clear. LGBTQs, they're not a race of people. It's a bunch of white people that want to do whatever they want to do, which is okay with everybody, until you try to force what you want to do down on our children that you can't have. And now we have a problem.
Right.
All right. Nobody had a problem until you tried to put your lifestyle, and so, it's going to be a big problem.
Because I figure like this, if you want to be LGBTQ, why are you trying to mess with our children? You chose a lifestyle that won't give you children. So now you want to mess with our kids?
Right. And that's what, and people are really hot in a particular way that at first they didn't care. When you was doing whatever you want to do in your bedroom, they didn't go through no persecution. And they keep trying to say everybody's trying to go off the backs, or we were treated worse than black. No, nobody was. No one was treated
worse than us. In fact, we didn't have to know what you was doing in your bedroom if you didn't announce it.
Exactly, but you knew who we were as soon as we walked out the door.
Right.
And they had there's a person that has something like 10 things. They do a series of 10 things that Afro men were lynched for. Right? LGBT, no. And they were one of the ones that were participating in that. Buck breaking, they were a participant. Right? That's their history.
Yeah.
That's their history. And so when you tell their real history, they try to have you banned. And so I ban them from anything I'm talking about. And don't even come near my house. If I have another child, if I have a son, there's this woman in the DR, and she really liked me, and we kind of get along. If I have a son, right?
Mm-hmm.
and you try to do anything, any school try to allow it, what's up, Kickstart? It's over.
Yeah.
What's up, Kickstart? Hello?
He just sent a text message saying it's him in the back. So I don't know. Maybe his mic is not working.
Okay, come back on.
Yeah.
Try it again, Kickstart.
Hmm.
Look
Man,
like
I'm tired
Zelensky
of
ran
looking.
out of.
Go ahead. I was gonna say I'm tired of looking at Black China's face. What were you gonna say about Zelensky?
Yeah, this is a important one. Zelensky looks like I just got something from Roddy Benoit, and he's following what's going on over in there, and Zelensky need more tanks.
Lord have mercy. He just got like over 100 and something tanks.
And Russia destroyed it. Go ahead, Kickstart. Are you in there?
Yeah.
I don't know why they keep lying. How you doing, Kickstart?
Oh, it's me, y'all. What's up? This Daniel.
Oh, Daniel. Hey, how you doing, Daniel?
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, it had me pick a username. That's what happened.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Oh, I was what to say? I was about to say what was it? I'm paraphrasing about the LGBT people, whatever he was talking about Navi. He said it's kind of fun, they talking about how oppressed they talking about how oppressed they are, but it's kind of funny that the LGBT never really been too kind to our people because you think about it, because back in the child slavery, LGBT people with the slave owners was raping and lynching black men.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We never had a good history with those people, not once. And I'm saying, Caucasian people, whatever, not be mean like nothing like that, but the same Caucasian people are still pushing that principle.
Yeah.
Right.
They never been good to our people. They always had sex farms for little black boys or whatever. They've been good to our people, not once.
Exactly. And so and so when we talk about the buck breaking and stuff like that, and they're probably for us being honest with that. So I will say this: if you can save this, right? Save this, because with us addressing this, right? As soon as one of them see it, they're going to try to say us telling the truth about our history in the United States with this as Afro people is going to be, and understand 70, there's 79% Caucasian European. So if anybody is racist against anybody, it's them against us, because they shut us down when we try to tell the truth about what they did to us during that time period.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
And they were, and remember, when people were hung on trees, the strange fruit, when black men were the strange fruit, they were castrated and their
Right.
bodies were abused. All right. And so understand this. When we was a strange fruit with a strange smell, all right, and this is the stuff that YouTube YouTube promotes the hatred of Afro people by allowing them to eliminate the truth so that but here's the thing, our job is to tell it in our community, right? In our community, to let our children know what happened, right? It isn't for white people to teach in their schools because they won't. Right? We need to teach them that everything that they teach is a lie. That if they block you, they're trying to hide the truth. That we have no Caucasian allies, especially those that do not follow let's say the commandments, right? Period. Anybody that brings a culture of death into our community, we must speak against, and they will shut us down, but we start back again. All right,
you see what they're trying to do to Uganda.
Oh yeah,
right.
They not have that mess.
And so yeah, we need to support. We need to support the people that's trying to eliminate us or do population control on us and they're trying to do this through the women. Because if they get the women to betray the country and the community, it will give them access to the children. Why? Because if the women will hand over the minds of their children to these people to be destroyed, like they did here in the U.S. And so, yeah, so it is what it is, right? But anyway, let me get ready to go because I got to prepare to go back to Barranquilla tomorrow. And
well, you have a nice trip, man.
Yeah, I'm almost packed. Man, I got a crook in my neck though. But anyway, so I'll let. All right, so I'm gonna shut this down for now, and y'all get ready for the next one. I'll probably do it while I'm in Barranquilla, and so I'll holler at you all later. Peace, love, and soul.
All right,
Peace, Nobby. I look out for them shoes too.
See you, Daniel. Take care of yourself, man.
I will too. Thank you too, sir.
You got the shoes?
I said no. I'm still looking out for them.
Okay. All right. Now hold on. Let me see when they're popping in real quick.
All right.
Let me check its arrival. Yeah, I'm gonna see. They should be coming in any day now. Let me see. Hold on for a second. Let me see when that's the shoes. Oh my goodness gracious. I'll let you know in a hot second when them things are supposed to come.
So how you been doing, Daniel? I ain't seen you in a while.
I'm doing all right. I just had my my first TV interview ever. On WMFD TV. My city I'm at, the city I'm living at right now.
What city is that?
It's Mansfield, Ohio.
Oh, Ohio. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did my first TV interview and I danced. Yeah, so yeah, I know what's coming. So the Most High been blessing me. So I'm so I know it's coming. So I'm gonna keep on going strong with it. So.
Well, nice, man. I'm happy for you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you. God bless you, man.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Tracking.
Oh yeah, Nabi, I got you. My interview is on what is it? It's on my page if you want to look it up. Whatever. I can send. Hold on, I can send it to you. I've seen the link on your on private message, and you can you can view my interview there.
Are you on Facebook with me?
Yeah.
Send it to my Facebook Messenger.
I got you. Let me see.
That
What's
way,
your name? What's your name? Mr. Pirate Brain?
Yeah, I'm Mr. Pirate on Facebook.
I gotta look you up. If not my,
or it'll be as David Moore.
David Moore. Okay, I'll look you up. Mr. Pirate Brain, David Moore. I got you, and I'll send you the link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it says the package left carrier facility, so that's good.
So is it in Mansfield or is it still out there on the road?
I can't tell. Look like it's coming into UPS.
Okay.
This is and let me say this.
What kind of shoes are they?
They're dance shoes that he could use for the James Brown and Michael Jackson stuff. All right, let me say this, and this is the other thing. Everything is bad, right? So when I first ordered them shoes were supposed to be to his house in a day, right?
Wow.
And so even with Amazon had it that shipping was going to be within a day with Prime shipping. And then next thing you know, they didn't come up. And then it switches to, oh, it's going to be like a couple of weeks. And that's some effed up stuff right now. Everything is screwed up. Everything is screwed up. All American businesses is screwed up. Nobody is doing what they say they're going to do in the way that they say they're going to do it. If you notice, there's more crime, people breaking into credit cards and stuff like that. The America is rife with crime of the white collar type and just sorry service. With my bank, I had a problem with my bank. My car was supposed to be in storage since March, and I noticed that it wasn't there. When T-Mobile was even bad, right? And so T-Mobile, I went in to add a credit card, and they didn't even add it right, and then charged me for the call. And I was like, "What's going on here?" But I'm gonna deal with that when I get back because I'm really upset about how all this stuff is going. And it's just really ridiculous. But anyway, so with that said, I'm gonna bust a move because I'm losing my voice. And I will holler at you.
All right.
Great live stream. Good seeing you.
Peace, Navi.